Hi everyone. I wanted to share an interesting thing I worked on this weekend with all of you with respect to content moderation. There's a lot of talk in the AI world about how content moderation happens, and I was looking at it from an angle of internet safety for my kid. So my kid has started using my phone, and I was wondering, like, okay, yeah, she's accessing all the fun stuff, but I've not set up any safety controls. But I just started looking into what are the controls that I have, and I came through this Forbes article. I saw that there are different type of online dangers that many kids face, and some of these facts were very new to me. I wasn't aware of a lot of these things. But then I realized that the amount of parental control that one has is very limited. It's very manual. People might have to spend time talking to their kids about it, or like go through these different apps to go figure out what safe search features to enable, or they have to manually monitor the internet usage, and it's probably not ideal. And what I realized is, what can AI do here? And I built a very hacky demo to show what AI can really do. So I built this tool. I've put this in GitHub for folks interested to just start looking into it. Feel free to. The idea here is to, when someone accesses a web page or an app in the future, the tool kind of like analyzes the content that they are consuming. Essentially, that it captures the data that's part of the web page. It could be textual content or images that are in that page, and in the future it could be videos as well. And it runs through multiple AI models for specific tasks. So in the case of textual content, you take that and pass through a natural language AI model, and images are passed through a vision model, and it analyzes for different moderation categories that as a parent you could configure it very easily, and it'll analyze it and at some point tell you whether it's a safe content or not for them. And hopefully that is more granular, instead of like device level controls or app level. This is at a content level, and you could define how what is safe for your kid or not, right? And I use Google Cloud AI models for this, and a very basic scraper API to run this. And let me show you what that can do. So I started looking at a bunch of articles. So one of the first things I looked at was this: how to buy firearms in California. And this seems to be a very basic article, but it's probably not suitable for kids or someone who's accessing that. So I was wondering how to kind of like get data from this, right? So all you have to do at this point is just run the tool with the web page. And what the tool essentially does is it goes through the entire web page, this page, looks at all the text, looks at all the images, and it's going to tell you, it's going to flag for certain things. So here it tells you that we analyzed the textual information in the site, and it's going to talk about the firearms and weapons as a category that might not be suitable for kids. It also has a flag for illicit drugs as well. And then it analyzes different images. So this particular website has like a bunch of images. So it's analyzing images, it's able to understand the image, and it's telling you that the input URL might contain racy or adult content, right? Let's take another one. This one doesn't have any images, so it's like purchasing cannabis. And this is something maybe is definitely not suitable for under 18, and it starts there, but you don't know who is accessing that when they're accessing it, right? So essentially, if someone visits that, you're able to, at a content level, analyze it and quickly tell whether it has any references. And there you go. It tells you that it has references to illicit drugs. Now, as a parent, you might be able to get notification of, like, say, a summarized notification of what has been accessed, but what has been flagged as well, right? And that's how powerful the AI models are these days. Here's another one. This is for health, mental health, and one of the things that's talked in the article is about these thoughts for kids. You really want to intervene much earlier, and let's see if the tool is able to detect that. And the idea here is not to have very restrictive controls as such, right? Like, it's to give better controls for parents and to exhibit what AI can do. Some of these contents that I'm showing are probably not suitable already for kids, depending on how much control you want. And here you go. So here it talks about mental illness has been flagged for death, harm, and tragedy and violence. But then it didn't have any images that I saw. It didn't have any images, so it's great. So it was able to clearly, correctly identify that whether it's suitable or not, right? So I thought I'll just share that with you all as a fun project. If you're interested to learn more, yeah, do ping me. Happy to chat more.